One question I see a lot is, do I need to have a degree to get into IT? In this video, I'm going to tell you some of my story about how I started in IT without a degree and the top 3 ways for you to get started in IT. Justin here with Succeed at IT. Technical skills are not enough. In this channel, I'm going to teach you everything else you need to know on how to start and grow your IT career into something you love and make the money you want. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Let's get into it. There's a lot of different types of jobs in IT and a lot of different types of roles. And whether or not you need a degree is really dependent on the type of job that you want and the type of person that you are. To keep things simple for you, let's just break this down into 3 primary categories: the technician, the programmer, and corporate IT. I started my career about 20 years ago, and in high school I was a huge gamer nerd. I loved building PC gaming rigs, and I loved learning everything about how computers worked. And eventually people started to learn that I knew a lot about computers, and my friends and my family's friends would come to me for help with their computers. In my late teens, this turned into a bit of a side business by helping people with their computers at home or at work. By the age of 20, I landed my first full-time employment as a help desk technician, and I did it all without a degree. Now that doesn't mean I didn't have to learn. Learning is part of IT, and if you're not interested in learning, then IT might not be right for you, because IT is the kind of job where you're going to be learning new things all of the time. Are you already the person that your friends and family come to for help with their computer or their phone? Or are you interested in learning how things work? Do you like to kind of take things apart and see what's inside and put it back together? If so, then getting into a technician role might be perfect for you, and you might be able to do it without a degree. If you're interested in a help desk role, I highly recommend also pursuing a customer service job first. This is going to go a long way in helping throughout your career. Help desk is all about dealing with customers. Every time somebody calls you for help, they are your customer. And making them happy is more important than immediately knowing how to solve the problem. What did I just say? You don't need to know how to solve every problem. Google is your friend. Being able to know how to search and find answers for problems and having great customer service is going to go a lot further than being able to immediately solve every problem. If this resonates with you and you feel like you are the technician type of person and you're interested in getting into a technical IT role and growing your career that way, stick around. I'm going to give you some actionable steps at the end that you can take to get started. Now let's say you're not the technical type, or maybe you're not the customer service type, but maybe you're more interested in the programming and computer science field. This route might be a little bit harder to get into without a degree, but it really depends on you. If you're already a developer or a programmer type, or maybe a web developer, or maybe you're working on an app, if this is a hobby for you, then there's a really good chance that you could get into a career in computer science or as a programmer without a degree. But if you don't already have experience as a developer, it's probably best for you to go through some more formal training. A degree is a huge investment, and there's a lot of people that start in computer science degrees, spend the first year going to school, spend the money for the tuition, and by the end of the year, they realize that computer science is not really for them. But if you're interested in programming, stick around and I'm going to give you some next steps that you can figure this out without wasting your time or your money. Now the third option is what I like to call corporate IT. Large corporations have huge IT departments, and there's a lot of different types of roles in those departments. Some of the more corporate IT roles are technical in nature, such as systems engineering or solution architecture. But there's also roles for people that aren't necessarily technical in nature, such as project management or maybe business analysis. Typically, these types of roles will require you to have a degree. It's very tough to get into a corporate IT role without a degree. But stick around and I'm going to give you some tips on what you can do next to figure out if this is right for you. Throughout my career, I've helped a lot of my friends and my colleagues start and grow their careers in IT and take what they're doing to the next level. It's honestly something I really love to do, and I wanted to bring that to you here. If you're into what I'm doing here, give my video a like so it can reach some more people. So what are your next steps? If you're the technician type, first of all, continue to be curious. Learn how things work. Take things apart. Break them, fix them. Do whatever you can to continue learning. Secondly, improve your customer service skills. Go get a job at a restaurant or at a convenience store or anything where you're dealing with customers on a regular basis. And it can be an entry-level job. This is going to help you tremendously, and it's going to look good on your resume. And third, what you could do is go around town, wherever you live, find some of the PC repair shops or some of the IT service providers, and go in and sincerely talk to them about what you're interested in doing and learning more about what they do and what types of jobs they have and what you need to do to get into that type of role. That's also going to help you tremendously building more connections around where you live and get your foot in the door. Now let's say you want to get into the programming or computer science route. Like I said, degrees are expensive and they take time. And a lot of people waste time going through that and finding out later that's not what they're interested in. If this is you, I highly recommend checking out Harvard's free CS50 course. It's online, provided by EDX, and I'm going to put a link to that in the video description below. Even if you're not interested in programming, you might want to go check out that CS50 course. It's really going to help. And third, if you're kind of thinking about getting into a more traditional degree and corporate IT type of role, I highly recommend going to some of the schools and university job fairs, talking to people that are in those roles today, learning what it's like on the job, make connections with them, and find out if that's the route you want to go. Like always, nothing's going to change for you unless you take some of what I said and put it into action. If you're not the type of person that wants to take action, then maybe IT is not right for you. If you found this information helpful, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and give me some comments below. I'd really love to hear what kind of questions you have so we can continue to build this channel together. Is it supposed to be scary to put yourself on YouTube?